Hello, it's Bullet, aka the Passive Aggressive Sherpa. In today's video, we're running the Concealed Void Legendary Lost Sector. Thankfully, it's not the 1330 this time around. This is my first time running it this season, and I didn't have the new Titan Exotic yet. Spoiler, I've got it now. Got it on the first run. Not gonna lie, that was awesome. A quick shout out to Ebontis. He put out a video this morning running this same legendary lost sector and informing everyone on Twitter that today you can get the chest. Get those new Season of the Chosen exotic things. I needed it for my Titan, and if I haven't said it yet, this is my first time running this legendary lost sector this season. I wanted to see if anything was any different. Plus, I like Ebontis's videos, so we gave it a watch. It's pretty helpful. I didn't go with all of the same loadouts that he went with, but a lot of it's the same, and for the same reasons. I'm going to put a link to his video in there because his video is going to be a whole lot more informative than mine is, because he's the man and I'm just this guy. Taking a quick look at my loadout. You're going to need overload rounds and barrier rounds. I've opted to go with Extraordinary Rendition, the SMG, because this roll is amazing. As for my energy weapon, I went with Frozen Orbit. I felt like this should do the job for any void shields I needed, as well as safely taking down those barrier shields when needed and being able to do from a safe distance. For a heavy, we've got on the Code Duella. I love this weapon. I've got this with a choice of cluster bombs or lasting impressions as the final perk. Lasting impressions is awesome because it does more damage, but it takes some time getting used to. It fires the rocket, then it sticks to a surface, and the explosion is a little delayed. Looking over at the armor, you can see the mod choices I made on each one. I don't fully understand all the mods. I'm sure there's better ways to run them, but this is what seems to work well with my play style. However, if you have any questions about any of this, feel free to ask in the comments below. But if you're watching this video and it's like 2 years from now, I might not be able to help as much because I have a hard time remembering what I did yesterday, let alone 2 years ago. Alright, so let's get this going. Now, this part that we're going to go through here, none of this is scripted, so please expect a lot of clearing my throat, a lot of ums and uhs, and a lot of times when I'm just not even saying anything. Because honestly, I'm watching it along with you, and I'm just going to forget, oh, I should be telling you something. All right, now, in this section, I wasn't exactly sure the best way to play it. I didn't want to waste my sniper ammo, but then it's kind of hard to hit things at a distance with SMG. And I knew when the boss came out, I knew his hits hurt. And having not done this at all this season, I was staying away from everything until I got a feel for how things hit. Overall, it was pretty easy. Now, one thing, on my grenades, I've got the perk set up on my arc grenades that it will stun overload champions. Which is good because even though I've got it set up so my SMG does that, this allows me to not have to get close to them. Now, the key with this is, take it slow. You don't have to rush anything, but you also shouldn't be taking super long on it. And let your weapons do the work. I mean, this Code Duella, if you have it, it's gonna take out most champions. It's gonna one-shot them most of the time with boss spec on. Now, I jumped down here because I thought I saw a heavy brick, and I did not. Instead, I just got acid Vex milk on my feet. Now, there's a captain that spawns over where I was looking just a moment ago. And he shoots some sort of flamethrower shit at you. And it hurts, depending on your light level. I don't have anything arc except my abilities. And I didn't think I could chuck a grenade over there, and I didn't want to waste a grenade. So I thought, well, let's take out some of these ads first. But then he just starts rapid firing because he's an attention whore. And I didn't think my arc was doing enough. I fire a rocket, and it misses. You'll know when it connects with something, because when it first connects, if you've got the lasting impressions perk on, it does some damage. And you'll see on the screen that it did some damage. And then about 3 seconds later, 4 seconds later, then there's the big boom, and it pretty much kills everything that it hits. But usually when it's these champions. So again, I'm still kind of new into this, and I'm keeping my distance because I was afraid things might hit a little too hard. But it was just, everything just went a lot smoother than I expected. I do die here shortly because I think I fell off, or I jumped and I missed something and I couldn't get back up in time, and I just embarrassed myself. Yeah, I think right here I'm taking damage, and I got sniped. So let's have a moment of silence. Okay. But all in all, I think you'll find this is actually, if you play it safe, this is one of the easier lost sectors. If you just take your time, just you don't have to get up in their grill. Just take things as you can from a distance. You should be fine. Always be looking for ammo. Work on the ads. It goes really smoothly. Now there's going to be that big ship with solar shields, but he's not that smart. He stays still, and goodbye. Now in this next section, there's going to be an overload champion to the left and a sniper up on top to the right. I like to try to get the sniper first because he's annoying. So, snipe him. Now with the overload guy, I go with the grenades, because if you can tag him with the grenade, that'll freeze him in place for a couple seconds. Then just hit him with your rocket launcher, and he gone. Now, be careful when you jump, because for some reason, you fall. All right. Now in here, I forgot what the perk is, but being in the air can cause more damage. However, I don't need their stinking rules. I like to jump up here because nothing can really get me. And once you're up here, you can take out most of the ads. But as I was finding as I went through this strike, or this lost sector, is that most of these ads were really not a problem. I didn't have to take my time with them. I could have just, you can mow through most of the low-level ads quickly. Don't forget about the exploding toasters. I always jump across, and I forget that there's going to be more exploding toasters. I didn't even see that toaster. All right. Get the sniper. And then we're going to want to jump across. And then time to go. But quickly turn around. You can get all of them. Now, if you've got a grenade ready, or your submachine gun, or whatever you're using to stun the overload champions, for me, I'm just counting on a grenade because they're far more reliable. They just kind of stun instantly. Tag him, and then boop. Looking for ammo. The nice thing about my code Duello is it's got field prep on it so I can have up to 10 rounds. That's just something I didn't know that was a thing until like 3 days ago, and so I started investing all my time in getting Code Duello with field prep. But no, I didn't know that. I just thought you just had, all it did was make it do more damage if you shot while kneeling. Anyways, now in here, I didn't have to run in here. If you're lower level light, I wouldn't do it. But in fact, because that boss will spawn in the middle and almost kill you. But I did it because my plan was, well, I'll run out there and shoulder charge and super. Now what I'm doing here is a lot of times that boss, you'll be able to see his foot. And if you're really low light, you can kind of get down there where I was, kneel, and just shoot at his legs. And you can kill him by just taking your time and just shooting his feet. So I did that a couple times because I thought, well, I really wanted to show that, but he was never close enough, and I get bored easily. Now, if you have enough power ammo, you can put, I think it takes like maybe 5 rockets to kill this guy, 6 maybe. But I wanted to, again, take my time. I'm looking for his feet again. I know there's a servitor. There's at least 2 servitors. All you got to do is stick it, and it'll go by. But a lot of times you're going to want to take those out as quick as you can, because they will wind up shielding everything in the room, and then you can't do anything because it's behind a pillar, so you can't kill it, yet everything else is not, and it's shooting at you, and you can't hit it. So as soon as you can, try to take those things out. Ad control is always the key. I mean, I missed my grenade there. That would have finished him. I think I shot heavy and missed him. On this one, maybe not. Now, one of the things, I don't remember if I mentioned this or not yet, but on my chest piece that I'm wearing, I've got arc resistant, damage resistance on. And maybe going with solar is a smarter thing because the boss does solar damage. But for me, I knew that I wasn't going to be going toe-to-toe with the boss. And all the ads are going to be throwing those little grenades, and sometimes they're non-stop, and they're all arc damage. And when I ran this a few times last season, it basically caused me to die a few times because those ads would just non-stop with the grenades while I'm trying to hide in the corner. And I would wind up having to jump back up to that little sniping spot behind me. But with the arc damage resistance mod, I wasn't taking a lot of damage throughout this whole thing. The only time I died was my own idiocy. But I think that should do it. Nope, for some reason that didn't kill him. But I believe I stick him with the next rocket. Ooh, look at that. It's my last rocket. I've watched this twice now, and I just now noticed it's my last rocket. But I stuck him. You saw that 21,000 points, and then boom. Now, again, if you're low light, just stay back where I was and pick off the ads, because usually more will spawn in, but apparently I took enough time that they had already spawned in, collected my chest, platinum rewards, and I got the chest. So all in all, a good run. I think under 12 minutes, not too bad. So if you want to farm this yourself, you can get there. Anyways, I hope this helps, and check the link below because I'm going to put a link to Ebontis' video, because he goes into a lot more detail about some of the builds and what he likes to do and why he's doing the things that he's doing far better than I can. So anyways, that link will be below, but I hope this helps you and gives you some sort of encouragement that you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. All right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if we can get 1,187 likes on this video, that'd be great. But most of all, thanks for watching. But please, like and subscribe. Thank you.